What's up, go-getters? If you are looking to automate webinars for your business, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to be talking about a tool that I found and I'm now using that can help you to automate webinars. I'm going to be talking about some of the pros and cons, the pricing, and I'm actually going to take you behind the scenes inside of my webinar that is automated, some of the features that I love and all that kind of stuff so that you can decide whether or not this tool is for you. So if you are new here, a big, huge welcome to this channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. On this channel, we talk business tips, marketing, motivation, and the spiritual stuff too. As you guys know, success is an inside-out job. So if that sounds like your jam, feel free to stick around. And a big, huge shout out to my go-getter tribe. You know who you are. You guys are the ones that root for the channel, like, share, show up, all that good stuff. I want to tell you much love to you, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much in advance for liking and sharing this video. It really does help the channel out, as well as it helps other entrepreneurs to be able to be inspired and enriched by this amazing quality content. So, now that I got through all of that, guys, just to let you know, I like to be upfront and transparent. I am using my affiliate link for this particular application. So if you want to help to support the channel, you will click on my link so that you can try this particular website for yourself and see whether or not this is a great fit for your business. So I'm definitely going to leave a link down in the description box of what I'm talking about today. But no worries, because I never share anything on my channel, and that I don't stand by. I'm always completely honest about the tools that I use. All right, guys. So I, like some of you who are stopping by this video, was looking for a way to passively market one of my programs. I have a program called the Subbox Circle. It's a mentorship group for subscription box owners, or for those who are looking to or aspiring to start their subscription box business. So I wanted to automate my launching of this product because, of course, I'm very, very busy behind the scenes running some of our businesses and stuff like that. So I can't constantly be present for launches and things like that. So I think I did another video recently, guys, with some tips for automating your business. And one of the tips I shared was to use an automated webinar software. So I wanted to come back and share with you guys the one that I found that seems pretty good to me, and I'm happy with it so far. And I'll also tell you some of the things I'm not so happy with. So guys, I was really looking to get my webinar set up as soon as possible. I had already recorded a workshop. I wanted to use a replay for my workshop, as well as some of the follow-up emails that have already been written, and just get this up as fast as possible. And I've tried lots of other ones like Webinar Jam. There were quite a few other ones, guys, that I tried out. One of the reasons why I ended up at EWebinar is because I found EWebinar extremely user-friendly. There was not a long learning curve, as well as they integrated with MailerLite. So I do have a video on MailerLite if you want to know what that is and how to use it. That is an email marketing software. That's the one that I use. So I really wanted to find something that I didn't have to use, like Zapier, however you say it. I didn't have to connect that in order for me to get the automation to work. I just wanted something that I could kind of just set it and move on with life. And EWebinar gave me that. So that's really what I like about it. So let's get into the pricing. Just so that you guys know what you're getting into before you're getting into it. They are going to give you a 14-day free trial, which I really did like. I set everything up. I set up the account during my free trial and kind of took a look at everything, but I didn't really actually get my webinar set up until after I was charged. That's just how life goes for me sometimes. So I ended up just, setting up after the fact. But anyway, here's the pricing that they have. Their first level is $49 per month. Their next level is $99 per month. And for $99 per month, it goes up because you're going to be able to publish 2 to 5 webinars. And then for 6 to 15 webinars, it's $199 per month. And then anything greater than that is $250 per month, 25 published webinars, and then you can pay $10 a month for each additional. For me, I'm just going to be running one at a time for now. So level 1 is fine for me. And I did compare pricing between this tool and others. And I just felt like this pricing was reasonable compared to some of the others. Y'all are not going to find this, for much cheaper. On Zoom, you can kind of do a bootleg automated webinar, but it's not going to give you all the bells and whistles that this is going to give you. So just to kind of explain, guys, What is an automated webinar? I'm pretty sure in your lifetime you've been on one. It's basically when you sign up, you can actually pick a time. It very much so functions like a live webinar. Once a person picks a time for the webinar, they go in and they watch the webinar. This system will follow up with them as much as you want it to, but you also can have your autoresponder to follow up with them multiple days after the webinar to sell whatever product it is that you want to sell and kind of put your sales system, your funnel on automation. And that's pretty much what I've done with eWebinar. So let's go inside and take a look. So this is what my home screen looks like. One good thing that I do like about eWebinar is that when you want to get started with your webinar, you can pick what purpose you have for during the webinar. That way you can get a template to get started. That way you're not starting your webinar from scratch. The template is going to, kind of create some features for you. There's some options that you can apply to your webinar that would be good for the thing that you're trying to do. So I can't really remember, guys, which one I picked, like which template I use. I can't remember, but I definitely went through here to pick out the purpose of my webinar, and that's how I got started. So up here, guys, you can see my Subbox Kickstarter workshop. I've already done all the work. I haven't put it out there yet. This is pretty much like a couple days after I set it up. And so pretty much what you're going to do once you create a webinar, you're going to be able to go through each of these sections, and I'm just going to show you some of the features. So the first page, guys, is where you're going to pick your webinar schedule. You're going to be able to decide when the webinar starts and when it ends. So how long you want this webinar to be available to the public. For me, I don't have an end date because for now, I just want it to go on and on. You're going to be able to set your attendees time zone if you want to, or just have it to respond to whatever the time zone is. You're going to be able to pick your frequency, how often you want this webinar to run. You're going to be able to choose certain times in the day that you want the webinar to be available. And then you're going to be able to pick your replay information. Do you want people to be able to just go ahead and watch the replay right now? Or do you want to make them select a time in order to watch the content? You can also run webinars, guys, according to your hours of operation if that's what you choose to do, but I didn't do that. And then you're going to pick how many sessions you want to display on your registration form, and I picked 6. You can also black out certain dates like holidays that you don't want your webinar to be available. Okay? So that's a quick overview of the schedule page. Then you have all of your notifications. What I like about this, guys, is that they have standard notifications already set up in here. These are not attached to your autoresponder, so you can set these up as the initial follow-ups. And then once these follow-ups stop, then you can plug in your autoresponder. So if you use MailerLite like me, the good news is you can set it up under integrations. And then once certain actions are taken on the webinar, you can set that integration up to send them out different emails, which I've already done. But these are the standard emails that are already written for you. And you can go in here and change them as you click on them. You apply your logo, your branding, everything, and they pretty much write these emails for you. You can just tweak them and kind of change them. So these are the different emails that they're going to be sending out to people as they register for your webinar. So the next section is interactions. This is amazing. This is where you're actually going to upload your webinar. What I did was I uploaded it to Vimeo, and then I just used the Vimeo link so that it could show up here. So you can either just upload your video from your computer, or you can use, I believe they work with YouTube, Vimeo, and some others where you can just, use the link to have it to upload here from those places as well, which was really convenient. So because I selected a template, guys, it already placed 8 different interactions for people who are on the webinar. So depending on how long they stay, so for instance, at 2 seconds in, I'm welcoming them and asking them a question where they can engage. And 30 seconds in, I'm asking them, I'm letting them know that if they have a question, they can type it in the chat. 2 minutes in, I want them to let me know how they found out about the webinar, and so on and so on. This helps your webinar to be very engaging as people are watching. And I loved how when I selected a template, it put these interactions in there for me, and all I had to do was sort of edit them, and I liked that. And then you have the chat. These are your options and how you want the chat on your webinar to function. So you can set all of that up here. And then your registration. This is where it got a little funky for me. It's probably because of the systems that I'm using. but I really didn't care for their registration page. So this is where people would go to register for your webinar. This is the form that they register for your webinar with. And then this is the thank you page. So I didn't really care particularly for their, kind of like their platform. And here's the thing, guys, when you are using tools like this, when their focus is webinars, not sales pages or not registration pages, a lot of the times this aspect of it, the other aspects of it, can be a little limited. So I kind of understand that. So this is where I set up my registration page. I'm very particular about appearance, so I didn't care for how it looked, but it does the trick, guys. I did reach out to support, with some problems I was having with images and the slow loading of the page. I didn't care, guys, to be honest, for the customer support. So what I will tell you is that they are quick about responding, but the responses weren't all that great for somebody who's a new customer. So, I'm big on customer service. So I did not care for the tone of the customer service person, but someone was able to get on and actually help me. And I found out that I needed to make my image much smaller, and then the page would load faster. And that was true, and that worked. So I guess I can be forgiving about that because it ended up working. So if I preview my page, this is how it looks. When someone comes in to register for my webinar, they'll be able to select a session. When they hit register from the bottom, they can hit register, or they can hit it from the top as well and select a session. So they're just going to select the time that they want to watch it, their name, their email, and then they're going to register for the webinar. They have the option to watch it now, but EWebinar is going to automate an email to them so that they can actually come on in here and watch. So there we go. So then we have our registration form. You're going to be able to customize that. And this is where people just select what they want to do. And you can definitely get them all registered and stuff and customize that if that's what you want to do. And then from there, you have your thank you page. This is a page that they get to after the fact, and you get to set this up. I do like that you can add your branding and colors that you want to use and stuff like that. So I was able to do all of that. And this is what your thank you page is going to look like. And this is how the preview looks. So you can get a real view of what it's looking like. So I'm all set up, guys. I'm going to do an exit. And then you have your settings. And this is where you're just going to, the language. Do you want to display how many people have attended, their reactions? How you want to display presenters? How long is your exit room? After the session, what do you want them to be able to do? It says attendees will see the session ended page after your exit room ends, or if they join after the session has ended, what they're going to see. You have your replay room. You can expire the replay links. I thought I had this turned on 3 days after the session. So this is just going to take you through. And as you can see, I have my mailer light set up here, what emails need to go out and when and what triggers. So I thought that was really, really helpful. So I got this whole thing set up, guys. Once I finally got in here and actually set up my webinar, I was only in here, guys, for a night, for about an hour. And then I was really only in here setting this up for an hour. So I would say within 30 minutes to an hour, the way that they have it set up in here, it is set up so that you can get your webinar up so fast. So I really did like it overall. And I shared with you guys some of the cons that I didn't quite like. So guys, I'm going to leave the link in the comments for you guys to be able to sign up using my link. If you are looking to automate your business in this way, I really do feel like this is probably one of the best options. And I would give it just like a A+ for the ease of use, the user friendliness. I think that that's amazing, and it can really get you set up in less than an hour with your automated webinar. So guys, let me know if you're going to give this a shot in the comments. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. And just give me your feedback. Are you going to try it? Have you tried it? What are your thoughts about it? What were your favorite features? Let me know in the comments, guys. And thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you guys soon.